Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra Solomon and this is...
I'm Rotten Rebel.
Yeah, and if you are new here, welcome to you and don't forget to subscribe both to my channel and Rotten
And
Rebel's
please
channel.
do give this video a like, thank you.
Yes. So I have bought lots of new fragrances as I always do. And I wanted to get a man's perspective. And I think that there are other ladies out there who also would like a man's
Awesome, this is
perspective.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, and it's not any man's perspective, it's Rotten Rebels. If you haven't checked out his channel, you really need to.
Please
he
do.
knows so much about fragrances for both men and women. So we are happy that you're here today and want to tell us what you think about these purchases.
This is gonna be so much fun because I can see what's on the table in front of us, and these are some spectacular fragrances. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna let you choose which one to start with, and I'm gonna read you the notes. And then
we should mention that we have 10 fragrances in front of us, and these are just amazing ones. And I am going to pick the first one then.
Yes.
Okay, and I am going to go with the bottle of Shalimar.
Yeah.
So what's the name of because this is a flanker, right?
Yes, it is, and you can read the name. Because I slared that name earlier.
It's just Shalimar Millésime.
Millésime something.
Millésime Vanilla Planifolia.
Yeah, Vanilla Planifolia. So
I'm gonna guess this is the latest flanker, right?
yeah, and when I read the notes earlier, I think all the notes are not listed because this has vanilla and vanilla.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's vanilla and vanilla.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's vanilla
See
and
if you
vanilla.
like vanilla and vanilla.
Okay, so it's powdery.
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
But it, like you said, it feels like there's something else to it.
Yeah, and this is the first Shalimar I actually bought. And Rotten Rebel has been recommended me to get me some Shalimar many times, but I have prioritized other ones. But now I'm very happy that I got this one because I think this is really, really good.
I think I mean I'm a sucker for powdery fragrances, and this one is powdery. It has a sweetness to it. It's definitely vanilla, but it feels like that sweetness is more nuanced than just vanilla. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something else to it. It's not too cloying. The sweetness is, at least to my nose, but if you ask someone else, they might feel that this is too sweet.
Yeah.
But no, I've felt way sweeter fragrances than this. This is a great one. I really enjoy it.
So is it sexy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is sexy. There's something about powdery fragrances that it gives them another dimension, and it gives for both the wearer, at least when I have powdery fragrances, it gives me a unique feeling, and it definitely gives the one who gets a whiff of it a unique feeling. And to me, that feeling is sexy.
And I'm going to feel sexy when I have this on, because I agree, this is a sexy fragrance. Yeah.
So yeah, this is definitely something that I feel is sexy, and it's sweet and it's powdery, but that sweetness and that powderyness is really well balanced. So if you are worried that this is going to be way too sweet and cloying, no, it's not. I really, really, really like it.
And if you are going to rate it from 1 to 5?
1 to 5. Okay, definitely a strong 4. Definitely a strong 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Highly recommended. This is, if you enjoy powdery fragrances, if you enjoy the scent of vanilla, if you want a sexy fragrance that I bet most men and women are going to find attractive, then make sure you try this one out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you choose the next one as well. And I'm going to read you the notes.
So the next one, I see that you have 2 from Guerlain, and I love Guerlain, and both are Mon Guerlain, but I don't know which one is which. So this one is
wait.
You don't know?
Yes, I do know, but I kind of
Let's try it out and see if we can find out. So this one is... Do you have the notes?
Yeah, this is the original. This is the Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum. Yeah.
So there it is. I can disclaimer. I really enjoy Mon Guerlain. I think the Mon Guerlain series collection of fragrances are an amazing collection of fragrances for women.
Yeah.
And this one is amazing. It's really good. How's it going with the notes?
Not so good. I kind of lost them. Yeah. So here we have some lavender and bergamot in the top. Then we have some iris, jasmine, sambac, and rose, and some Tahitian vanilla, coumarin, Australian sandalwood, licorice, benzoin, and patchouli.
So this one, what I think is so good about this one is that it is so nuanced and it's so complex yet highly approachable and likable. It has that fresh brightness at the top, but it has some depth to it as well. So it's really multi-nuanced, it's multifaceted, it has the highs, it has the lows, it has the mids. It's just amazing. I love it.
So to me this is beautiful, elegant, inviting, but not sexy.
I am going to agree with you in the sense that this has a sense of elegance to it. It does have a feeling of class to it. But I'm going to say that this one definitely has a hint of sexiness to it. But what I do enjoy about it is that both scent-wise it's complex but yet approachable. But also in the feeling that at least it conveys to me is that you can have it on if you want to go out and just feel and look elegant and classy. You can have it on if you want to come across as sexy. So this one has so many different sides to it, and it's like a chameleon, and I love it.
And I think that this is that kind of fragrance that is very hard for someone to dislike.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that if you, whoever you give this to, will like it.
Yeah. And I think not only if you are a woman and you enjoy sort of a fragrances that are not just sort of singular, they have a bit of sweetness, they have a bit of powderiness, they have a bright top, so like a different size to them, then you are most likely going to enjoy this one, especially considering that I think this is a mass appealing one. Yeah. And if you are a guy looking to buy a gift to your girlfriend, and if she sort of enjoys these notes, then chances are she's going to enjoy this one, because I believe this is one of the most mass appealing kind of fragrances that you can buy for women.
So a rating from 1 to 5.
Ooh, this is tough. 4.25 at least, or even might be flirting with 4.5. It's so good. And even I mean I could probably raise up towards the 5 perfect line there. Okay, I'm gonna say this is so tough. I think this is sort of a hovering around 4.5. It's really good. I enjoy it.
That's good. So you are going to pick the next one as well.
So the next one is going to be, which I believe is the latest flanker to My Way from Armani, and that is, My Way.
My Way Intense.
My Way Intense, okay.
And we have some orange blossom and bitter orange. We have Indian tuberose and just tuberose, Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood.
So not the most complex.
No. Thinking like something sweet and floral.
Yeah,
with a fruity touch.
This is so cool. So I mean the notes are orange blossom and bitter orange. So you have like orange blossom can take a different sort of can smell different, but depending on the blend that it is in. But it has a bit of sweetness, at least to me, to my nose, with the citrusy top. Then we have the tuberose, obviously, but the tuberose in this one, and that's maybe because they have 2 different kinds of tuberose in it. It doesn't feel like you're ordering kind of tuberose.
No.
Because sometimes when I pick up tuberose in a fragrance, I can sort of, sometimes I really love it. but sometimes it's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
But this one is just, it feels like a cool kind of tuberose that is really nice.
It's a bubblegummy tuberose.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so this one has Madagascar vanilla together with tuberose and then a woody side. But there's a sweetness to it that I can't...
Yeah, and I can't say that I really pick up so much of the woody side.
No. I think this is a fantastic flanker to My Way. I think it's an awesome scent. I think it's... It is more sort of towards, so not maybe the most super elegant scent.
No?
More towards something that is sort of going into the direction of something cool, edgy,
Maybe playful.
sexy, playful, yeah, like that.
And I would say that this is better than Twilly. No, not Twilly. My Way, the original. That one is heavier on the tuberose and has that more usual tuberose.
I think this is cool. It's not as versatile and mass appealing as the Mon Guerlain one.
No.
And I don't think this is going to be as mass appealing as the Shalimar one.
No.
But this to me it's still a really solid release.
And I think that, as you said, it's not so mass appealing, but it's really unique instead.
Yeah.
So you won't smell like anyone else.
But this one is still Armani.
Yeah.
And Armani does not put out super challenging fragrances. So this is still going to be something that I consider mass appealing.
Yeah.
But since it's had as tuberose is not something that everyone enjoys.
No.
So it's a bit less mass appealing. But this is a fantastic release. I really enjoy it. I think I'm going to give it like 3.75 or 4.
Okay.
Really
so
nice.
That's another good rating.
Yeah. This is a solid release. And if you really enjoy florals with the sweetness, with a focus on tuberose, make sure you try this one out.
Yeah.
So
Make sure
that you
hit that like
and that subscribe
and don't forget
to hit that notification bell as well.
And it means a lot, so thank you.
Thank you.
So once again.
So the next one is going to be, oh my. I think I'm going to go with the Valentino one.
Okay.
Is this?
This is Born in Roma Yellow Dream.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So. Oh yes.
You like it?
So what are the notes?
So this is what I think is quite different from the others in the Valentino Donna line.
This is Uomo, by the way.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's not going so good. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I need an assistant.
Ah.
So we have lemon, rose, and white musk.
Yeah, it's so weird that's the only notes in it.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like there's something else to it.
But there's gotta be some more florals in this one. And I think maybe it's not all listed here because I do feel something else.
But this to me is a bit powdery. You have definitely the musky, it might be the white musk that gives it that sort of a slightly powdery feeling. It's not super powdery, but there's like a hint of it. You can pick up the lemon in the beginning, and then you have the rose. But the rose in this one, and that's what I like about it so much, is that even though I love rose in fragrances, rose is so tricky for my nose because if it's not done in my way, I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
I'm really picky. It's the same thing with my own rose-based fragrances. I'm really picky. I have few ones which I don't enjoy, but this one, the rose in it, is not sharp or heavy or heady or anything like that. It's like a mass appealing rose that I believe a lot of people are going to enjoy.
And I would say that this is kind of soapy, like rose soapy, but with the powderiness that makes it acceptable for me. I don't like soapy fragrances, but this is a good soapy.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice one. It's maybe not as nice as the other ones,
No,
but
and
it's
this
still
is
nice.
This is a fresh and clean one with a hint of powderiness, but this is not sexy, or do you think so?
I think on the right person, yes, it's going to be sexy. But yeah, I agree with you. It's not as sexy as the previous ones, and I do think that's because of the sort of a focus on the rose.
Yeah.
So it needs something else to be a bit more sexy, but it's still a solid release. I think I'm going to give it maybe 3.75. I enjoy it, and if I would pick it up on someone, I would think that that person would smell really good in a sort of attractive way.
Yeah.
Maybe not the super sexy way, but attractive.
Yeah. And you don't always have to smell sexy.
No,
you
no,
just
no.
want
No.
to smell really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pick up the next one.
Ooh, okay. So I think I see 2 Twilly, the Hermés from Hermés here.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to go with one of them, but I don't know which one this is.
This is actually the original.
Ah,
Yeah, so
okay.
there are 2 more. And here we have some ginger, bitter orange, and bergamot. And some tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla.
I forgot how.
And the name
Fantastic
is
this one
Twilly the Hermés.
Hermès. Ah,
We
okay.
said-
Hermès, yeah. I never.
I said something else when we had fragrance hall with the Twilly fragrance.
I
from
can't remember what
Hermès.
you said, but I usually leave out the S, so I don't say it. I say Hermès.
I know, me too. Until someone said like you should pronounce
Hermès.
it like Hermès.
Hermès. Hermès. Hermès. Hermès, like a Hermès. Like,
Hermès. Messy hair.
okay. Whoa.
Hermès.
Okay, this is
So
quite crazy.
If Hermès is right,
Hermès.
comment.
Ah,
If
okay.
you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, what do you think about this
Yeah.
one? Is this a favorite of yours?
No, I actually have all 3 Twilly fragrances, and this is the one I enjoy the least. And I think maybe it's because I actually do like tuberose, but I think this is too heavy on the white florals. And there is both tuberose, orange blossom, and jasmine, and I think that is what you mostly feel in this one. I hope that you would feel more of the ginger.
So I think you can really pick out the citrusy combo with the ginger, and maybe it's the ginger that is a bit off-putting, even though you say that you can't pick it up that much. And then I get the vanilla and the sandalwood, and then obviously the floral blend. And I think it's the floral blend that sort of puts it a bit off balance. So overall, I think this is a really nice fragrance. But it could be that the floral side is maybe not 100% to my liking.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a bad fragrance, but to me this is kind of boring and anonymous. It's not telling anything about you.
I think this is sort of a fragrance that, yeah, in a way that you describe, in that, which makes it sort of a versatile, universal. I don't think you can go wrong with this one, even though it's not as mass appealing as a few other fragrances that when I usually say you can't go wrong with this, I mean like it's going to be liked by pretty much everyone. There are going to be some people that are not going to enjoy this one, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think this is quite a safe fragrance, but it's not a safe fragrance for you to buy, i.e. please do make sure that you try this one out, because you might have the same reaction as Sandra.
Yeah.
If I'm going to give a rating to this, maybe 3.25, something like that.
Yeah.
It's still above average. It's not a bad fragrance.
No.
I do enjoy it, and if I would, yeah, I mean, if you would have it on, or if I would meet someone else who had it on, I would still say, okay, you smell nice, but it's not like, oh my, what is that?
No.
So yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
We should.
So I'm going to go with this cool bottle here, and I see that it says Chloé. So we have Nomade, the
Yes.
EDP. Boom.
And this is actually one that I thought I didn't like because it's really, really harsh in the opening, and you have to wait like 30 minutes or more.
Oh, that long?
Before it gets beautiful. So I put it on a few times, and then at like 15 or 20 minutes, I have been washing it off because I'm like, wow, I don't like this. I don't want to smell like this. And then I had it on a test strip and on my wrist the other day, and when it had sat there for an hour, I was like, my God, what is that smell? And that's when it really gets good. So have patience if you don't like the opening.
Interesting that you say that, because, and please do comment if you agree with me. I'm curious if there are other people who agree with me on this one. But if you have to wait 30 minutes to enjoy that fragrance, then I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Yes, but if you smell amazing after 30 minutes or an hour.
And I'm going to say that I do have a few fragrances where the dry down is simply magical. But I do want, in order for that fragrance to be like something that I really, really like and use often, I also got to enjoy the journey to the dry down. I don't enjoy putting on something that is going to... It's okay, usually sometimes the opening is a bit funky or something like that. I have plenty of fragrances that have funky openings, but they dry down quite quickly, like a few minutes, and then you get to the enjoyable part. But 30 minutes, that's a long time.
But I would say, like, if you're a woman, maybe you use makeup and fix your hair. Like, go up in the morning, do your shower, put this on, then you get ready with clothes and makeup, and then when you go out, you get that beautiful dry down.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that I don't enjoy fragrances like that, but I prefer buying fragrances that I actually enjoy the entire journey, or at least most of the journey.
And I agree, and the reason why I kept on trying this was that some of you guys had told me that this is a beautiful one, so I really wanted to understand what this was about, and now I know.
I think this is a nice one, and it seems, did you go through the notes? Because this to me is floral heavy.
Yeah, so here we have a lot of citrus, mirabelle, bergamot, lemon, and orange. Then we have freesia, peach, jasmine, and rose, and then some oak musk, amberwood, patchouli, white musk, and sandalwood.
So I think this is a really cool scent because it has something fruity about it. It has something floral about it. I'm not sure I can pick up on the oak musk, but I can clearly pick out the amberwood, and then you have the musk and sandalwood. That note combination is always good as a foundation in fragrances.
And I'm wondering if it is the oak musk that sort of like, what do you say, pinches me in the nose in the opening.
So this one, I think they did a great job on this one, because it's so easy with this kind of scent to make it go in the wrong direction in a way that is going to poke most people in the nose, including myself. But this one balances in a beautiful way between the sort of a fruity side. It has that musky sandalwood base, which I think is fantastic, and then it has the floral side. I quite enjoy this one.
And you do enjoy it even now when it's in the opening phase.
But I mean, if with this I would have been just a tad bit stronger on the floral side, then maybe I would have been just, no, this is not something that I enjoy. But I think this is cool, simply because it has a mix of that fruit in its side, which I think is quite unique, together with the rest of the brand. It's interesting that you say that it's going to be even better in the dry down, so that makes me curious on the dry down. I think this one is... I think even though it's not the most sort of revolutionary scent, it's still a scent that is going to make you stand out in a crowd because it's quite different.
Yeah.
And it feels like it has one step into something that is a bit vintage and old school, and one step into the future. So they took inspiration from something else,
maybe
from a bit back, and then made it more modern. I think it's cool, but it's not something that I think is super beautiful or super sexy or super elegant. It's I think they actually made, I was just about to say it, this is for that cool woman that goes her own way. And then I saw that this one has this sort of a strap. I'm not sure if that's the sign for someone who, and it says Nomade. No, yeah, it's Nomade.
The name is Nomade.
So yeah, this is actually, I'm not sure why I didn't think of it earlier. I guess I had to put my nose to it, but this one is exactly that. This is a nomad is someone who walks alone, I think. I'm not sure. Nomads can't travel together.
Yeah, aren't they like nomads? Like they walk around, they move around, they explore new places.
But I think the bottle and the name is quite fitting because it is a sort of a unique scent. And it for someone who really wants to smell a bit different from the rest, it's a good one for sure. But please do make sure you try it out before you buy it.
Yeah.
I am going to give this one 3.5, I think. 3.5 or 3.75.
Wow.
Simply because it is kind of, it's not the most unique, but it is unique.
I'm surprised.
And it is a bit cool.
Yeah.
You can't always sort of enjoy the obvious one, the sweet ones with the musky powder base or whatever.
No.
This one is different and I enjoy it because it is different. So yeah, that was that one. Should we continue?
So what do you want to smell now?
Ooh, I think we should go with the next Twilly, and I don't know which one this is.
Here we have Oh Ginger. Twilly Oh Ginger.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. So here we have peony, ginger, candied ginger, and cedar. And this is very different from what I usually buy.
Yeah.
But I really wanted all the 3 Twilly fragrances.
I think this is cool, mostly because it's quite different, and I really enjoy different if it's done in a different, good kind of way. And this one is so cool. So the top with the peony and then ginger, you can clearly...
The candied ginger,
yeah,
you
that's
can
cool.
clearly feel it.
And is it just cedar at the base? It feels more nuanced like that than that. But I think it's so cool with the candied kind of ginger.
Yeah.
So it's ginger, but there's some sort of a sweetness behind it.
Yeah. No, I think it is the candied ginger that makes it sweet. I don't pick up anything else than what I think is the cedar.
Yeah. I think this is a really nice release. I think it's so cool that it has a sort of a floral side to it, but it's not too heavy.
No.
And it has that ginger, which is slightly sweet, which gives it a really unique kind of scent. I found that I really enjoy cedar in fragrances. It gives it some sort of unique kind of scent that is hard to dislike.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really good choice in choosing cedar at the base. This to me is something that is woody with the focus on the ginger and something slightly sweet together with the peony, but neither of these notes take over.
No.
And to me, this is like a light to medium light kind of scent.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. And this is like, I would say that this is like a soapy ginger fragrance. In a good way.
This is so cool. I think this is quite different. If you want different, if you want something that feels light, bright, but with a difference, and if you want something that is, I mean, this is going to be perfect on those warm days.
Yeah.
Or simply when you are, let's say you're going to the office or whatever, you're going to be inside, and you want a sort of a lighter and fresher kind of perfume on you, but with a twist.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your nose on this one because this one is different in a good way. So I think I'm gonna give this one maybe 3.75 or something.
Wow, another good rating.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's not the best one out of these. It's not the sexiest, but it has something that I really, really enjoy. And honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with this one.
No. So which one do you want to check out now?
The next one, okay, this one has been looking at me for quite some time, and I can't wait to try it out.
No.
So
this is going to be good.
This is La Vie et Belle, but I don't know the name.
La Vie et Belle Eau de Parfum Blanche. Yeah. And we have pink pepper and bergamot in the top. Then we have some iris, orange blossom, some neroli and jasmine sambac. And in the base, some sweet notes, some ambrette, white musk and patchouli.
Musky, powdery, sweet, a bit spicy, a bit citrusy on the top. Oh my.
This is like Donna from Valentino on steroids. Sweeter and really, really good.
This is sexy and it's good. If you enjoy powdery, musky florals with a sweet side, oh my, you are going to enjoy this one. I think this is a fantastic, fantastic release, and actually this one might be one of my favorite in the whole La Vie Belle collection.
Yeah, I would say that up until now, the only two I have actually enjoyed from La Vie Belle is this one and Soleil. Those are both good.
And I think that one says a lot coming from you, because you guys out there don't know how she usually reacts to neroli.
Yeah.
And there's neroli in this one. But I mean, come on, this is so good.
This is so good, and I'm going to probably empty that bottle too soon.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. What is it? 50 ml?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you. I like the bottle, by the way. No, I mean, make sure you use it, because I think it's fantastic. This one is, and it's quite a new release, right? 2021.
Yeah, it is.
Highly recommended. If you enjoy like the way we described it, with like musky florals with the sweet side, make sure you try this one out. I think I'm going to give it, this is tough, 4.25 or 4.5. I think this is a stunning release. I almost
thought you were going to say like maybe 4.5 or 5.
Whoa, okay. I think I'm going to give that one maybe 4.25 or 4.5. I think it's a solid release. It smells fantastic. It has a bit of sexiness to it. It's fun, playful, and all of that.
And elegant at the same time. Yeah.
And I think that you are going to charm most of the people you meet when you have this one on. It's one of those scents that I don't. It's hard to go wrong with this one.
Yeah.
So highly recommended from me.
Me too.
So let's move on to the next one.
Yes.
We have 2 left, I think, and I am going to choose the next Mon Guerlain, but I have no idea which one it is.
And that's Mon Guerlain Sparkling Bouquet.
So yeah, this is Mon Guerlain.
Sparkling Bouquet.
Sparkling Bouquet. And I'm gonna try it out.
And we have pear, bergamot, and mandarin orange in the top. Then we have lavender, peony, and jasmine sambac, and white musk, Tahitian, vanilla, and sandalwood. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think. Wow. I think I mentioned it like a few minutes ago, but I absolutely love Mon Guerlain.
Yeah.
I enjoy most of the ones in the entire line. This one to me is yet another stunning one. I really enjoy the pear, and you can really feel the Mon Guerlain sort of a scent profile at the core of it.
Yeah.
But it has something that is different together with the pear.
And I said it before, but I think that this is very similar to Mon Guerlain Intense, only that this has pear as well. So if you have smelled Mon Guerlain Intense, the probability that you like this one as well is quite high.
I think this is really cool. And the addition of the pear note is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I also enjoy that they chose pear, because that's not a common note that you get in fragrances.
No.
And a lot of fragrances that have tried to incorporate the note of pear in them have failed. They usually come out in a weird way, or maybe they are beautiful, but their pear note goes away too quickly.
Yes.
But this one is it has that original scent profile that I'm so in love with from Mon Guerlain, but with that added pear note, and some other aspects are changed as well. If you love Mon Guerlain and enjoy the pear note, then you are most likely going to enjoy this one.
Yeah.
I think that, and it gives me sort of the same, maybe not 100% exactly the same vibes as the original, because that one to me is almost like a perfect mix of something that is elegant, something that is sexy, classy and all that. This one to me is a bit different simply because the pear note is so prominent.
Yeah.
So this one has a slightly different vibe. It's still elegant,
Yeah.
but maybe more sort of playful than the original. I like it, but I don't like it as much as the previous flanker.
Okay.
I cannot remember what I gave
No,
it.
me neither.
But I think this one, can I try it one final
Yes.
time? I think I'm gonna give it maybe 4.
Okay.
It's really,
Yeah.
really good. And yeah, highly recommended.
And now we are up to the last one.
Ooh, the last one.
Yeah.
And the last one is Elie Saab Le Parfum Lumiére.
Okay, so
Interesting bottle.
I'm gonna read you the notes, and we have Mandarin. That was the weirdest way of saying Mandarin. Mandarin orange, orange
How's it going with the
Can
with
you
the
just
English?
do the notes?
Mandarin orange, orange blossom, ylang ylang, and then we have gardenia, jasmine, sambac, tuberose, patchouli, amber, woody notes, and musk.
Okay, that wasn't so hard.
And this one is different.
Yeah.
I can pick up something amber, and I'm gonna guess that that's why they colored it this way, because it's quite yellow and amberish in the scent, but it has something ambery to it.
Yeah.
I pick up a bit of the woody notes. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what it is, but it's like a woody blend. I get a bit of the musk.
I get a little bit too much of the jasmine.
And yeah, then you have the sort of a floral blend. And I guess that's where I feel that this one maybe fails is the wrong way to say it, because it's just fails according to me.
Yeah.
But that's where this one loses my interest in a bit. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the nicest one. I think it's...
But I do know that this is, I tried it on my skin earlier, and it gets better on the skin. I don't think this is one that I will turn to often, but I will use it, and I think I'm gonna surprise you one day and put it on and see what you think without telling you that it's this one.
Yeah, and that's a good thing that you said, because it's quite often where not quite often, that's not correct, but it has happened that I dismissed a fragrance that I didn't like on a strip.
Yeah.
And then you and other people have used something, and I was like, oh my God, what do you have on today? It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you say something like that I dismissed earlier. So yeah, definitely give this one a proper wear.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And it feels like this one, when it I still have not tried the full dry down, but it feels like this one can go in either direction. Either it goes in a weird way where maybe the florals are taking over in a bad way, but it could be going in an amazing way as well. But right now, it's not a bad one, but it's not the most exciting one as well.
And I'm thinking, like, if you are going to use this, I would not recommend it to work or to somewhere that you might be in a room with just a few people. But going out, I think this is maybe perfect, because it really stands out.
Yeah.
And is very different to other fragrances.
This one could be one of those where when you get a whiff of the scent trail, you are going to be like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta make sure that you try this one out and make a review of it and come back to us with more detailed information on how it is. But right now, I think maybe 2.75, somewhere along that middle line. Yeah. It doesn't excite me, but it's not bad one either.
So if you were to choose number 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my, this is...
And tell us how you think when you choose.
This is so hard, but I think I have it.
Wow,
so
looks easy.
I keep messing up between the Mon Guerlain, so I don't know which one I'm choosing here.
That's the original.
So I think I really currently enjoy. What was the name of this one?
Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum.
No, this one. This.
La Vie et Belle Edition Blanche. I think.
Okay. I really enjoy it. It has so many different sides. It's powdery. It's a bit sweet and all that. I just love this kind of scent. Stunning one, an amazing one that I highly recommend. Then on second place, this one is so tough. I think second place is going to be Mon Guerlain. There's something about that Mon Guerlain scent. It's so nuanced. It has so many different sides to it. It's classy. It's elegant. Yes, it's sexy as well. You can't go wrong with Mon Guerlain. It's so good.
Yeah.
And I think on third place is gonna be Shalimar. I mean, so good.
Yeah.
Powdery sweetness. Some people are going to react to it and say that no, it's too powdery or too sweet, but I don't agree. As a man, I think it's fantastic. I think it's sexy. Oh my, just get it. So yeah, these are my top 3, but I gotta say overall, most of these are really good. Really good.
Yeah, I agree.
And like a close fourth is My Way from Armani. What I do enjoy about this one is that it has a quite distinct and unique kind of scent.
Yes.
Which is really, really cool. So even though it's from Armani, which is one of those brands that puts out some of the most sort of mass appealing kind of fragrances, this feels a bit different, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
And I recommend that one as well. But yeah, those were my top 3, and I gotta say, if you are going to use these, you are going to smell amazing.
Yes, of course I'm gonna use them. No, I'm not gonna swear.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna use them a lot,
Good.
and I'm gonna feel good
be
when
classy
doing
today.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, fantastic fragrances, and you pretty much can't go wrong with any of them.
No, I agree. So before you leave, don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe, his subscribe,
Yes, please.
all of his likes.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And make sure, I mean, I love getting comments, and you love comments as well. So please do say hello. I think it's one of the most fun things about YouTube when you guys say hello, and I
Yes,
know
I
you
agree.
love that as well.
I love
so
that.
sub to us, make sure you hit that notification button and say hello. And yeah,
And yeah, we will see you next time.
bye.
Bye.